So my daughter Bella is doing a school project and a school essay. And she decided to do it on the Secret War. And I had recommended Bella to watch the Secret War on YouTube, the documentary of the Secret War and the Hmong people during the Secret War. So Bella, share with us what you watched and what's your takeaway from after watching the documentary.
When I watched it, I was kind of sad because they told us about how many people died and what their roles were.
What was something that immediately caught your attention when you watched the documentary?
That young kids like me had to fight or be nurses. And then if you were younger than that, you would have to be drugged to sleep so that you wouldn't get caught.
Any thoughts about the Hmong people, like your family and your friends?
I'm just glad some Hmong people made it to the U.S. and survived. I don't know how Grandpa survived because he got shot through both his legs, but I don't know how he survived.
Yeah, Grandpa got shot in the right leg. The bullet went through. Yep. And it went lodged in the left femur. He was left for death, but he escaped. And that's why I'm here, and that's why you're here. The Secret War was between the U.S. and Vietnam. The Hmong people were recruited. The U.S. and the Hmong people didn't win the war.
Oh.
They lost the war. That's why the U.S. left, and it left the Hmong people open to genocide, open to retaliation and persecution. And so that's why the Hmong people had to flee south to Thailand to take refuge at the refugee camps. I think you saw that too, right?
Yeah.
What were some thoughts that you had about the refugee camps where the people had to go down there to find freedom?
I just couldn't believe how hard it was for them to go across. What was that lake or river called?
That is a river that the Hmong people know very well. And if you mention to the Hmong people, almost every Hmong people will know. The river is called the Mekong River.
Uh-huh.
What did you learn about that river?
I just learned that it was really hard for everyone to get past and that a lot of Hmong people died during it. And I saw a couple of images of kids with scars on their faces and stuff like that, and it just really scared me.
Yeah, that river itself claimed over 70,000 Hmong people, 70,000 lives during that time. So a lot of Hmong people died just trying to cross over that river. So if there's one thing that you can share with the younger generation about the Secret War, about the Hmong history, what would you say to people your age and people who don't know about the Hmong people in the Secret War?
I would tell them about how important our people was and that you shouldn't be ashamed of being Hmong.
Should be proud to be Hmong, yeah?
Yeah, because we fought harder than ever.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you watched it.
Me
Hmong
too.
people, we have the most resilient blood. No matter how many times people try to put us down, no matter how many times we've been persecuted, Hmong people have overcome a lot of these challenges. And you mentioned it, you said it best, that a lot of people escape, and a lot of people were strong and brave and courageous, and that's why our grandmas and grandpas, our aunties and uncles, our ancestors made it here with us. And that's why there's me, that's why there's you, and that's why we're going to have the next generation of Hmong people here who will continue to bring goodness, to bring a lot of good things into this world.
Yeah.
Because we're Hmong, we're proud, and we also want to honor Asian American Pacific Islander Month as well, as we come from the same community, and we are Hmong, and we're proud to represent AAPI Month as well.
I would really recommend watching it because it really teaches you about how we got here and why we're here and why we're still all survive.
All right, awesome. Go watch The Secret War. It's free on YouTube. Watch it now.